Mona Kimura, the real-life Chun-Li, who turns legs into lightning. That's Mona Kimura, the woman who turned her legs into a language the fight world can't stop watching. She's not a video game hero, not a CGI warrior, but in the ring, she looks like she stepped straight out of one. Born in Japan, trained in discipline, and built through obsession. Mona fights in a way that bends logic. She almost never punches. Her legs do the talking, her rhythm controls the crowd, and every kick seems choreographed by instinct. But behind the fame and the real-life Chun-Li nickname lies a deeper story. One about precision, balance, and evolution. Because Mona Kimura didn't just learn to fight, she learned to redefine how fighting looks. Tonight, we step inside the world of the fighter who turned her balance into legend. The one-woman storm named Mona Kimura. Mona Kimura was born on April 12, 2001, in Mizuho, Gifu Prefecture. From an early age, her teachers and classmates noticed something uncanny. She could hold her stance longer than anyone, as if gravity forgot about her. Her parents were disciplined yet deeply supportive. Instead of steering her toward classical dance or gymnastics, they chose boxing, a sport dominated by structure and focus. At first, she was small for her age, but her timing was impeccable. The sound of her jab hitting the pads echoed through the local gym like a metronome. By her late teens, she wasn't just promising, she was national material. Mona became Japan's amateur boxing champion and represented her country in the 2022 Women's World Boxing Championships. After one bout, she told reporters, "Boxing taught me how to breathe under fire. Kickboxing taught me how to make that fire dance." That quote would later define her fighting philosophy, a fusion of control and chaos. In 2023, Mona shocked the Japanese fight community by switching disciplines entirely. Instead of chasing Olympic boxing glory, she signed with Krush Promotion, a branch of K1, Japan's legendary kickboxing empire. Most athletes go from kickboxing to boxing to sharpen their hands. Mona went the other way. She wanted full-body expression, movement unrestricted by gloves and ropes. Coaches quickly noticed that her kicks carried the same laser precision as her punches. They were effortless, fast, and mechanically perfect. Before long, her daily training looked nothing like a typical camp. She spent hours balancing on one foot, practicing hundreds of kicks without dropping her guard, perfecting every transition as though rehearsing a ballet of impact. One of her teammates recalled, "She doesn't throw kicks, she composes them. Each one's a sentence in a language only she speaks." Style analysis? The Chun-Li effect. Mona Kimura's fight IQ is a study in controlled rhythm. She merges the surgical precision of boxing footwork with the explosiveness of Taekwondo-style kicking. The result? A hybrid blueprint that commentators now call the Chun-Li effect. Her signature move, the lead leg snap kick, fires like a whip, striking before opponents even recognize the motion. She uses it not as a finisher, but as a setup tool, a jab made of power and timing. From there, she layers spinning kicks, roundhouses, and teeps that break her opponent's rhythm like sudden percussion in an orchestra. Slow-motion replays reveal the secret: extraordinary balance. Years of single-leg drills and reflex training make her body react instinctively, not intellectually. She's most dangerous when standing on one leg, the very stance that unbalances everyone else. In an interview, she laughed, "People panic when they lose their footing. For me, that's when I'm most comfortable." Her professional debut came at Krush 167 in Tokyo against the respected striker Io Jiwara. Anticipation filled the arena. No one quite knew what to expect from the mysterious ex-boxer with the Chun-Li nickname. Then, the bell rang. Mona started with sharp traditional boxing. No kicks, no flash, just composure. She slipped jabs and countered with sniper-like accuracy. Then came the left straight, crisp, brutal, final. Ogiwara dropped to the canvas before anyone could register what had happened. The commentator screamed, "That left came from nowhere!" It was a first-round knockout, a poetic statement that, even without her trademark legs, Mona Kimura was lethal. The crowd erupted as she smiled modestly, bowing to each corner. Her legend had just begun. Only 2 months later, Mona returned for Krush 170 against Yuka, a veteran known for resilience and volume. This time, Mona showcased her full evolution. From the opening bell, her kicks painted the air. High, middle, and low strikes flowed like brushstrokes from a seasoned artist. Each motion had intent. Her jab wasn't just a weapon, it was a rhythm cue leading into explosive legwork. When Yuka tried to close the distance, Mona's front kicks created an invisible wall between them. One commentator joked, "She's fencing with her legs." Across 3 rounds, Yuka swung and chased, but Mona's timing was a moving target, impossible to read. When the final bell rang, judges didn't hesitate. A unanimous decision for Kimura. That night, her reputation skyrocketed. She was no longer a novelty. She was a tactical genius. By summer 2025, the world had caught up. Mona was 2-0, with highlight reels dominating Japanese TikTok and Reddit MMA threads. Everyone expected flair. What they got instead was violence wrapped in elegance. Her opponent, Satoko Ozawa, entered with grit and experience. But from the opening exchange, Mona set the tone. A high kick sliced the air, grazing Ozawa's guard. Then, a double jab, left hook, kick combo snapped her opponent's head back. Blood appeared early. The crowd gasped. Ozawa charged forward, but Mona's teep met her chin cleanly. The impact echoed. Moments later, another rapid sequence. Jab, jab, high kick, forced the referee's hand. The stoppage was inevitable. TKO, round 2. Mona Kimura, still undefeated, asked afterward how she found the finish. She simply shrugged. "I don't chase moments. I let them happen." Why she fights this way. So why the fascination with leg-dominated combat? Part of it comes from childhood. Endless drills of balance and precision her parents insisted on. But the deeper reason lies in her artistic philosophy. Mona believes that combat isn't about force, it's about expression. Her kicks aren't just attacks, they're lines in a story. Another reason is tactical. With a boxing base, she already mastered range and timing. Extending that same geometry to her legs simply multiplied her reach. She turned her entire body into a weaponized metronome. Promoters have leaned into her brand, the Real-Life Chun-Li. But those who train with her insist it's not marketing. One Krush official admitted privately, "She doesn't sell a character. She's just being Mona Kimura." And that's what scares people. The Real-Life Chun-Li goes viral. As 2025 progresses, Mona Kimura stands undefeated at 3-0, each win a masterclass in technical creativity. Her highlights rack up millions of views online. Hashtags like #RealLifeChunli and #KickQueenTrend worldwide. Analysts on Reddit and Twitter debate her ceiling. Can she transition to K1 World GP or even one championship? Is her reliance on kicks sustainable at the elite level? Fans, meanwhile, adore her humility. She bows before and after every fight, thanks her corner in Japanese, and smiles with the calm of a samurai after battle. That duality, polite and ruthless, is what makes her unforgettable. Still, beneath the fame lies the question, when she meets a global striker with equal balance and power, will her art survive? She started as a boxer, chasing precision. She evolved into a kickboxer, chasing freedom. Now, she's something else entirely, a living symbol of adaptation. Mona Kimura's journey isn't defined by trophies or titles, it's defined by transformation. From a child balancing on one foot in Gifu, to an undefeated professional balancing 2 worlds, boxing and kickboxing. She embodies the art of controlled chaos. She may fight with her legs, but she wins with her composure, her timing, and her unshakable confidence. And as 2025 unfolds, one thing is clear. The world isn't ready to catch up, because Mona Kimura isn't slowing down. She's only accelerating, one perfectly timed kick at a time.